Hi there. In my last video, I actually talked about what materials that you need to use as a home tutor. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check out my video there. In this video, I'll be talking about what materials that you need as an online tutor. So stay tuned. Welcome back. So what materials do you need to use to help your student as an online tutor? So I'm going to list out 4 things. The first thing is that you need a laptop or tablet or smartphone with a good internet connection, and as well as you can use either Google Meet or Zoom conferencing or Skype to conduct your online lessons. Go into Google search engine to do research on the topics that you are trying to teach. And when you're conducting your online lesson, maybe some of you might find really convenient to use a laptop and with a webcam. But for me personally, I don't use a laptop. All I need to use is 2 phones and a tablet. So I use one phone to activate the Zoom conferencing, and I use a tablet in order to screen through my notes, because in a tablet you can see everything, the text is larger, so it is more convenient for me to prepare my lessons. And after, when the students are given a specific task, so when they complete this task, they can just take a photocopy of their task and they can send them to my other phone, and then I can just look through them and mark them accordingly. One thing that you need as an online tutor is an online digital whiteboard. So that's why I like to use Zoom conferencing, because with that there is the share screen button, and it is very convenient for me to use that mode in order to share what I'm going to teach. It could also be a digital textbook or workbook that I can share with my student, and it's very easy to conduct the lesson that way. Some other people find really effective to use Hey Hi, and they think that it is a really popular digital whiteboard application. The third thing that you need as an online tutor is a scientific calculator. If you are actually teaching maths related subjects, physics, chemistry, that kind of thing, you need a scientific calculator. I remember that the good old days, we used to spend about 50 ringgit to buy a physical scientific calculator, but now it is just amazing, because when you open up Play Store, if you're using Android, there are so many free scientific calculator that you can download into your gadget. So that is very convenient. Fourth thing that we need to help our student, we are talking about the books itself. What books should we use to help our student online? It is important for us to determine what is the student's level. So how do we ascertain the student's level? Well, we can do so during the first lesson. We can give an assessment to the student. We can use past test papers, and we can even inquire them on what are their previous tests or exam results, so that we can get an idea on the level that they are in and how we can encourage them accordingly. And other times, actually, the parents know itself what materials that is needed in order to help their children or our students. So we can just sit back and relax, and the parents will actually supply us with whatever workbooks or resources that is needed to help their child. So in terms of textbook, if you have to choose which textbooks to help the student, it is important for us to find the correct syllabus that is the student is studying. And in terms of textbook, we may want to help the parent to purchase it digitally, or sometimes we are able to download the textbook for free. So reminded to be careful of the copyright laws and to make sure that in terms of that we are trying to obey the copyright laws. For digital copy, it is very simple. We just need to share it, use the screen share mode if you are using Zoom conferencing, and then we are able to help the student to follow on the lesson. In terms of the workbook, we can recommend additional workbook, and we can download them digitally too, and then we can use the screen share mode, and then we can conduct our lesson there. On top of that, we may need to consider using some worksheets or past papers, so we can download them as well, as long as we are complying with whatever copyright laws there is. And after, when we share the questions with them, it's very simple. We can just ask the student to just write all the answers in a notebook, and then after, when they complete the answers, they can just WhatsApp us, send us back the answer, and then we can mark them in our phone or a computer or laptop that we are using. Another alternative is that if the student prefer physical copies, so the parents can actually buy them in a bookstore, and we can advise the parent to buy 2 copies of the book, whatever book that we are trying to go through with them, and then they can send 1 copy directly to our residential address. While sending it that way, it is important that parents make sure that they actually send it by express mail directly to the home. So if it's just a normal mail, it might take some time, and also the postman might leave it in the letter box, and sometimes you won't be able to fit it in. So it is good for the parents to choose a postal service whereby they will directly deliver the product or the books straight to your house. So hopefully this video is of benefit to you. So besides becoming a home tutor as well as an online tutor, I'm actually a swimming instructor as well. So in my next video, I'll be talking about what gear or equipment that you need to become a swimming instructor. Stay tuned. See you later. Bye.